Happy Kathy here with day 4 of 30 days of sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life and day 4 of LOAD, Lay Out a Day at Scrap Happy. So this is the sketch from 30 days of sketches, and the prompt today was from LOAD was about inheritances, like what do you pass down, what has been passed down to you, and what have you passed down to your children. So what occurred to me was that one of the things that has meant the most in our family, our little family being myself, my husband, and my son, James. And baseball was kind of the thing that brought us together. It was a major bonding experience for James and John. And I just recently took this photo of him wearing a Houston Astros 1986 All-Star Game t-shirt, and I had never seen it before, and he just bought it recently, but that was in fact one of the most one of the happiest memories, family memories that we have, was going to that 1986 All-Star Game. We had season tickets to the Astros that season, and we lived across the street from a relief pitcher, Bill Dawley, and from second baseman, Bill Doran. And they'd come over and play basketball, or they'd come over and ask James to go play basketball with them. So we kind of got to know the Astros personally, plus we were just huge fans. So this was an important, big time in our lives. So here's what I've done. My background paper I made myself by stamping using gathered twigs, which is my standard distress oxide color that I use for inking edges and antiquing paper. It's my most used oxide, and I actually stamped it. The stamp is by Technique Junkies, and it's number S647 Baseballs, and you can probably order it at www.techniquejunkies.com. And it's just an unmounted rubber stamp that I used in my Misty. And when I stamped it on a small piece of paper. Sorry, I don't have it here, but it was a piece of paper that had a heart cut out of it, and I just scanned it and then printed it 12 by 12. So it kind of some of the water reactivity that was occurring with the oxides kind of shows up right in here. You've got some kind of rust color showing from underneath and a kind of a greenish color there, but you can definitely see the baseballs. So I'm going to interpret this sketch with letting the baseballs be some of the big circles there, and then using supplies from my, let's see, my sports collection of things. There's this paper pad that I use a lot for sports pages. It's Me and My Big Ideas Mambi. It's a paper pad that has some die cuts and alphas. And every time they bring them out at Tuesday morning, I buy another pad because I use that a lot. So I've used a couple papers from there. I've cut the banners for the sides underneath this big piece. This piece was actually a scrap that was in with my sports supplies, but I'm going to use that as the background there. I've put foam around here because I have some some things to insert. These are some facts about the All-Star game. This says the winners of the Home Run Derby. These are the lineups of the two teams. So I'm going to insert those things in there, and I'm going to mount my photo and my journaling here, and then I took a close-up of the t-shirt and then I cut it into a circle, and it's got kind of a little blip area there. The dye that I was using, I moved a little over to the edge of the photo. So, but I think I can cover that up. I have die cut some stars and then outlined them in black. This is also from a paper that's in that pad, and this black and white paper is from in there. And then I found this in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. It's just a double black and white. I'm not sure, I must have cut that a while back. And then I have this punch that does the state of Texas, and I've cut it from an orange glitter paper, and I thought I'd use a star to kind of show where Houston is, and I'll probably try to work that in. So right now I'm just going to start gluing things down and seeing what we end up with. Okay, and it's kind of hard to, my nails don't grip on that photo paper. Okay, I'm going to just do that. I'm going to place it so that the little banner pieces go out a little bit, almost to the edge, but they go over this white border. And I'm going to try to line this up in the same place. We'll see how well I do. Let me pull, I think I have let's see, I have a T-square here, and I'm just gonna line it, and from that point, eyeballing is gonna work. Okay, I've got that over that, and I'm just gonna go like this, and that'll work. Okay, so that gives me my horizontal framework. I'm going to center that on there. Okay, come on. I think that's close enough. Okay, and I'm going to put, let's see how this fits. I took this photo, you know, kind of with my camera wonky, and without really thinking that it would make it perfect to mount as a diamond. You know, baseball and diamonds kind of seem to go together. So if I put it a little bit off the side, I want to leave some room here for my title. I move that off to the side, and this on. Okay, let's do that. I am happy with it hanging off that much, and then I'll adjust this to make sure that I don't cover up any of the journaling. And I've printed the journaling. I want to move this up, leaving kind of because in the original there's a vertical and a horizontal, so that kind of leaves that little gap there, and I kind of want this to fill this whole area. So maybe I'll guide it like that. I'll do, okay, that works. Now, I thought I would do, I've cut these circles out of the paper, and I just kind of want to arrange the circles, and then I'll worry about the stars. I'd like this circle to go there, and I'm gonna take my pen and run it through the little X's that are there, just to kind of give it a doodled sort of stitched look. Okay, that seems to work. Let me see. If I did it on there, I ought to do it here as well. And it might be easier to do before I well, that's not gonna matter too much. I guess it kind of overlapped there. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here, and I've got foam on the one side of it. That's okay. Now, I want to take the smallest of these stars. I put a small die. When I die cut these, I had nested dies, put a small die inside of a large die and just cut it that way. And it made thinner outlines for the larger ones. And I'll use those somewhere. Again, having trouble. It must be static electricity or something in the air. I'm going to put this right up at the top there. Okay, I'll put a little bit of there. And now I'll put a little bit of there. And I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue to overlap the photo. And we'll see how that works. I have some stars here that I got from Redefined Kreative, Christina Sorge, and okay, that's good. And I have the inside stars of these others. So I want the title to go there, but the title could overlap that star if I wanted it to. So let me do another, just right up here at this. Let me make sure that that's right up here at this top part. And this is going to be flat on this. Okay, that works. And then maybe I'll have this one maybe I can manipulate that better with my tweezers. If I have it like that, I can actually cut the end off the star there. So here's where I will put the foam down in this area. And then I'll have it going off the page. I hadn't planned out all of this other than kind of getting things cut. I wasn't sure. I just kind of cut pieces that I thought would work with the design. See, that's gonna go there. So that's the part. My foam is coming out. It's showing. I'm thinking I also need some here, but I can put it up a little higher. Just to make sure. And then I'll cut it flush with this, with using scissors instead of a trimmer. There and there. Let me get this tucked back in. No, that's just glue. So that'll be okay. And then I'll cut this guy. Okay, that works. Now, I thought I could use this kind of as, does that look good? Kind of sticking out of there, or even like that. I think I may not use this. Let me add, let's see if I can get this under here. That should work. Might have been good to do that ahead of time, but what the hey, right? Okay, there. And then I think this might be a good spot. I have this other little black and white circle that could maybe go, I don't want to lose the baseballs there. This could maybe go under there or over here. I kind of want the embellishments here and down here, with that star kind of being the wild card accent star, if you will. I think I'll save that for something else. Okay. It's not like me to eliminate things. Let's see. The map of Texas may be right in here. We'll put some foam over on that side, and then I'll add a small star. I'll let it break that line a bit. Okay, now I'm going to open up this guy, and I have orange sequins, and these, I have some baseballs. Let's see, I want to use this blue star. That's about where Houston is. I will find a couple of other blue stars. My embellishment, my small embellishment trios will be, will consist of a star, a baseball, and a sequin. So let me see, there's that one, and I'll probably do something around there, but I'll just do my cluster maybe right here. Don't do that. I'd like to do one maybe right here. It's probably going to break some rules, but let's see how I can maybe do, I'll let that star be part of this trio. There. Okay, and let's see, which orange sequins do I like the best? I think to go with the shirt, I'm going to use these lighter orange ones. Maybe, like where would one want one's orange sequin here? I kind of like this idea, but it seems kind of lined up. Kind of move it a bit. It's still lined up. The other one will be a little bit easier to place. This doesn't exactly give me a visual triangle, but kind of, close enough. Let's see, where did that end up? My no glue came out. It kind of gave me some cues. There was one here, and then one over here. But because I put the state of Texas here and had the blue star on it, I went ahead and built my triangle over here. And I possibly could do this, but I'm going to leave it as it is. I don't hate it. So let's now figure out the biggest part of the title is going to be the word baseball. So let me do that, and I think I can build that word even with that. And I think it's going to look good overlapping that star. You'll still be able to see the point of the star, but yeah, that was an amazing experience, this particular game. They had spent millions of dollars re-landscaping and trying to make the Astrodome look nice. The neighborhood it was in was a little bit run down, and the area itself around the parking lot. You know, there just had to be, it was so huge, there had to be such a huge parking lot that it was just difficult to to make a concrete parking lot look nice, look attractive. So we were, you know, we were season ticket holders that year, so we kind of watched all that construction go on and suffered through the parking, and there was all the huge rush to get it done. In time for the game. I'm going to cut that and then I'll smooth it off this way. This, I'm cutting this from a Vicky Boutin sticker sheet that came with Storyteller. And I think she'd approve because I'm telling a story of let's see. I'm going to try to clean this up a bit. Okay. Okay, let's see. Love, and then I want OF, and I want to go with gold here. And when I store these things back here, oh, you know what I have done? I have shut my storage area. So something narrow can fit back there like that. And I can cut this so that I have two narrow cards instead of one wider one. These are the two, these are the American League and National League rosters for the game. Let me put these in here. I don't want all of them to show, and I'm thinking, well, those are going to show. I can actually move those into an attractive position like that. And then this one I did want to show, and I can maybe have it come up like that. Okay, that works for me. I think I'm going to call it quits. I've got the baseball. You can at least tell that that's a baseball, and you can kind of see the stitching here. I've got the abstract baseball background. I've got lots of journaling, a really cool picture of James's shirt, and one of my circles is a close-up of the logo on the shirt. So I think it's cool. And what's funny is I had no idea when I took the photo. It was maybe 3 days ago, and I had no idea that this prompt would be so fitting for it. So there you are, the love of baseball. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next day of sketches and the next load prompt. Bye.